Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. In this video I will show you how to complete the brand new Spire of a Watcher dungeon. Timestamps are in the description below. Now we didn't manage to find all the collectibles or hidden chests, so instead this is a quick, straight to the point guide. Let's get straight to it. As soon as you spawn in, run forward and just follow the cliff path all the way to this first opening area. Just have some ad clearing weapons here, you do not need anything major to take care of them. Here you'll be introduced to the main mechanic of the dungeon, which are yellow wires that are connected to these diamond looking boxes. Each diamond box is connected by a wire and needs to be shot in the correct order until you reach the last box in that circuit. However, to shoot the boxes you need to pick up a buff called Attrition, which is only dropped by yellow health bar minotaurs. Simply kill them and step in a pool on the ground where they died. The buff lasts for 30 seconds and can be extended back to 30 seconds by standing in another pool or the same one. Every time you shoot the correct diamonds, it will also extend the buff by 5 seconds. To shoot the diamonds in the correct order, you need to find the first box that only has one wire coming from it. In this case, there are 4 starting boxes and all of them can be found in the middle of a room. Choose a box, shoot it, and then follow that wire to the next box and shoot that one as well. If you followed the correct wire, then the yellow cable between the 2 boxes that you shot will turn blue. If it doesn't, it means you missed a box somewhere down the line, so just retrace the cable until you find it. As you can see, I missed one, went back and found it. If your buff runs out, collect another one and start from the position you left off at. The diamonds are hidden throughout the buildings, on the ground, on the walls, etc. Just follow the wires one by one from diamond to diamond and you will be fine. Once done, this will open up the middle of a room. Next up is a jumping puzzle. Follow it down and jump every so often, otherwise the speed will throw you into the back wall and kill you. Once you are down, look to the left pillars and jump up onto the side ledge, and then jump up again onto the top of this walkway. The general rule of thumb when it comes to the jumping puzzles in this dungeon is just go up. Every jumping puzzle leads upwards for some reason. Go through the tunnel and keep crouch walking all the way to the end. In this small room, the second red area has a little door on the bottom. Walk through, look right, and go to the control panels. Face them and look to the left of the next part of a room. On the side of the pillars is another ledge that leads to yet another walkway at the top left side of a room. Moving on, you will find yourself in this large open room, which is another part of a jumping puzzle. For this, it can get difficult, so swords, stompies, lion ramparts make it much easier. Warlocks just use Bounce Glide / Icarus Dash or both. Make your way over to the platform and jump down to the bottom left one. The trick here is to jump onto these platforms / debris out here in the middle of nowhere. Jump from each one to each one until you can reach the far side. If you are struggling, there's a little ledge you can fall onto at the bottom to then use to climb up. Be careful as there will be plenty of hydras and harpies everywhere, so have some long range weapons equipped. Jump to the far right platform, and then you want to jump down again and around this pillar to this bottom platform where an elevator awaits. Take it all the way to the top to the next control room. Take a left and then another left until you see this hole in the ceiling. Use the ledges to jump upwards to the top to get to the next control room. In the top right corner from where you entered will be a rally banner position. This is a first encounter and it's called Spire Ascent. So with this encounter it's just ad clears. RPGs, glaives, grenade launchers, etc. Whatever you are most comfortable with, along with something strong for yellow health bar minotaurs. All the minotaurs have void shields, so a void glaive or fusion works really well. Once you are ready, jump out of a window and again continue to jump upwards and follow the wall all the way to the top. Kill this minotaur on the left, and next to him will be 2 diamond boxes, both of which are the starting off points. The one on the left wraps left and the one on the right wraps right. Follow the wires to the next diamond and the next one and so on. Remember to pick up a buff from one of the minotaurs, otherwise you cannot activate the diamonds. Continue to follow it around until you get to the side, and once you have activated both, the elevator will open. Take the elevator up and repeat everything again. The area will somewhat change, but the principle is the same. I could show you the location of every single diamond, but it's easier just to follow the wires. Once you do, the encounter will be complete. When you are ready, proceed forward through this ventilation shaft. Go up into the room and take a left around the corner. Above you will be a walkway, so jump onto it and face the glass. On the right is a lever, and activating it removes the glass in front of you. Walk outside onto the walkway and jump onto the glass above you, and then again onto the next walkway above you until you reach the top, which is the second encounter, called Akelous, the Sirens Current. This is basically a rerun of Garden of Salvation Harpy boss encounter. Once again the same principle, there are 4 diamonds in the middle area. Then to the north, east, south and west are 4 long protruding walkways with a top and bottom floor. Each diamond in the middle runs its cables to each of the 4 walkways. For DPS I suggest you use heavy Linears. The boss only has 1 hit point, which is the center eye, so Linears, Witherhoard, Golden Gun are the way to go. Don't bother with Chaos Reach as it doesn't do enough compared to other weapons. Don't even bother putting down a well for DPS because the boss literally moves backwards like the Garden of Salvation one. It's an exact copy. So start the encounter and find a Minotaur to kill. Once you have a buff, choose a diamond and follow the cables, rinse and repeat. Some of the diamonds will be on top of the walkways and others will be on the second floor of the walkway. Just follow the cables to each one. Once you do 3, 1 each, do the 4th one together because whichever one is done last is the one the boss will go to. It doesn't matter which one you leave last. Once he gets there, he will display some eyes for you to shoot. The longer it takes you to destroy all the eyes, the less damage time you have. I suggest a fusion rifle, scout or even a shotgun for destroying the eyes. Once they are all destroyed, shoot the middle eye and continue to follow the boss to be within range of the damage. Be careful though because the walkways have gaps placed in them where you can fall through to the second floor. If you do in one phase, rinse and repeat, everything exactly the same until you kill him. With that boss dead, up next is another jumping puzzle. Jump down the middle of the platform into the hole and continue to fall down. You will constantly land on platforms, so walk to the side of them and continue to go down until you see this ventilation shaft. Crouch walk through it into the next room. Once again, same principle but with a twist. This time there will be red wires, which you will see again later on in the dungeon. Kill the ads, get the buff, and this time you simply shoot every single red wire diamond box you see before your buff runs out. None of them are connected to one another, so there is no correct order. Just a time limit. If your buff runs out, all the wires will be deactivated and you will need to start again. Just have one person do it. This will open up the middle of the room. Drop down through the middle and then again through another hole at the bottom. Follow the red ventilation shaft until you reach the turbines. Obviously these turbines will kill you, so time your jumps. Jump through the top one and land on top of the one at the bottom. Anywhere else will kill you. Go through the next ventilation shaft into the next room where it is rinse and repeat. Kill the ads, get the buff, shoot all the red boxes before the buff runs out. Jump down again through another set of turbines, walk through another ventilation shaft into the third room. Kill the Hydra in the middle, followed by the ads and the Minotaurs to collect the buff. There are 4 red boxes, 1 on each wall. Shoot all 4 and this time you need to shoot a final box in the middle of a room on the back of one of the pillars. That will open up a door at the bottom, so jump down and you will be in the boss room. Here you will have yellow and red wires. The mechanics are easy and the ads are atrocious because amongst them will be supplicants. For those who don't know, these supplicants are explosive harpies that will spawn, locate you and instantly try to suicide bomb you. The boss, however, isn't easy to the free phase. For DPS, have 1 person on Galahorn, the other 2 on legendary rockets. Throw in 1 Mobius Quiver Tether and 1 Witherhoard. Then either Thunder Crash, Nova or Blade Barrage for the other 2 supers, and that's it. So for the mechanics, walking towards the boss will start the encounter. 2 Hydras will spawn on the left and right sides. Kill them and then wait for the Minotaurs to spawn. Now the boss will be constantly walking around you trying to shoot you in the back, so keep rotating and don't stay in the same position for too long. After some time a Minotaur on either side of the room will spawn, so kill them for the buff. Once you do, there are 4 pillars in the middle. From where you entered, this is L1, L2, and R1 and R2. L stands for left, R stands for right side. The inside of the pillars have red wires, and the outside ones have yellow. Once you kill the Minotaurs, you then need to shoot the 4 red diamonds and a 5th one above the door on the back of a room. This will finish one sequence and allow you to start on the yellow wires. Once this happens, 2 of the 4 yellow diamond boxes will be activated. Just look to the pillars and find the ones that are open. Then it's the same routine. Follow the cables from diamond to diamond, which will lead you into the reactor room. You need to complete the yellow circuits, which will always end at the end room. Be careful because some of the boxes are on mini pillars and others are underneath the walkways around the room. It can get very hectic here, so it's best to have 2 people doing cables and 1 person on Akelous / distracting the boss. Now, before you activate the last of the yellow cables, make sure the boss is in the reactor room with you, otherwise you will miss out on the DPS phase. Once he is in the room, activate the last diamond and run out. The boss will stay in the reactor room around the middle. Quickly make your way to the main room and collect another buff if you need to. Otherwise, shoot the 4 red boxes again and then the final one above the doorway. This will begin the sequence to remove the boss's immune shield. If you do not shoot the red boxes after doing the yellow cables, you will miss out on DPS and you will have to start it up all over again. When the boss loses its shields, you get a buff to damage. If you die inside the reactor room or outside of a room during the damage, you will lose that buff. After some time, the doors will open and the boss will make its way towards you. Shoot a Witherhoard and your tether. Once your teammate shoots the tether, only then use your supers so nothing gets cancelled out. From there, shoot your rockets and try your best to avoid the boss's shots. Walking backwards and sidestepping is the best way. After around 10-15 seconds of damage, he will go immune and it's rinse and repeat. Now this is a day 1 dungeon completion, so there are glitches. If you get kicked to orbit, have 1 person go in to start it and stay alive until the Minotaurs spawn. Then send an invite to your fire team to join you midway and it will solve the issue. And there you have it, that is how you complete the Spire of a Watcher dungeon. If you have found the video helpful, then please like, share and post a comment. Don't forget to subscribe for more Destiny 2 guides. Thank you for watching and I'll see you all next time.